Ed Bryant here. Redford is a good town. I wouldn't change a thing about it. But that's not the case with my opponent, Brad Riley. He wants to clean up some of the roads around town. But he doesn't just want to fill in the potholes, no, he wants to smooth over that bump over on Dean Street. You know, the one that tickles your tummy every time you go over it. If you're like me, when you were a kid, your parents would speed up in the family van just to go over the bump and tickle everybody's tummy in the car. I still do that with my kids, or even when I'm by myself. However, when I brought it up to the councilman, he didn't know what I was talking about. We can clean up the roads without having to do away with that wonderful tummy tickler. Let's send Brad Riley that message at the ballot box.
Hi, I'm Councilman Brad Riley, and I believe our government should fix things, like the roads. This bump in the road that my opponent has been talking about, well, there's a park not 100 yards from that bump. And I hear the swings in that park can give your tum-tum quite the tickle. If you pump your legs real hard. I suggest you try it, Ed. Me and the rest of the city council will get back to smoothing out the roads in this town and running it the way we love it.
You see that? That's a scab on my knee. Got it from when I fell off the swings that Councilman Riley suggested I go play on. This never happens anytime I go over the bump over on Dean Street. Furthermore, my tummy, not tickled, not in the least, or at all. Is this the kind of government we expect? Dangerous solutions to ticklish problems? That bump might be an imperfection, but it's the little imperfections in life that make it what it is. Vote Brad Riley.
Councilman Riley here. From what I understand, Ed Bryant was swinging on those swings on his stomach. No wonder he scraped his knee. I suggest you start sitting up on the swings, like a big boy does. Oh, and if that's too difficult for you, try this. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Vote Riley for City Council.
Hi, Ed Bryant here, and yes, my knee is healing fine, thank you. I couldn't help but notice something the last time that I went over the bump over on Dean Street. We all know that you have to be going at least 25 miles an hour to go over the bump and feel that little tickle in your tummy. This new speed limit effectively outlaws tummy tickling in this town. What is this? Soviet Russia? If you want to live in a free country with a free tummy, vote out Brad Riley.
See, you're not giving in, Ed. It's time to play hardball. This is the bump in the road on south side of Dean Street. I want you to see this, Ed, so you know that this is happening. Whether you like it or not, we are going to have smooth, level roads here in Redford.
Brad Riley, you son of a bitch! You damn psycho! Ed Bryant here, and I'm okay. I'm okay. Because I've got a surprise for Councilman Brad Riley. I've rebuilt the bump. Using 3D imaging, I was able to get it to the exact dimensions. Only it's not over on Dean Street anymore. Oh, no. It's in a very secret location that you'll never guess. Vote Brian.
We found your new bump, kid. It wasn't very difficult. We just had to tell you in the middle of the night when you left your house to go ride over your new bump for 90 minutes. Jesus. No matter. I got rid of that bump too, Ed. I'll use the rubble to build my new driveway, or I'll just get rid of it. It's really not much to do anything with anyway.
For every bump you take down, I'm putting up at least 3 more. And then whenever anybody goes over a bump and gets their tummy tickled, that's someone who I've won over to my cause. I'm winning this thing, Councilman Riley, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Tickle! 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 Tickle!
Hi, I'm Stacy, Ed Brian's wife, and I'd like to thank everyone who came out to my husband's memorial. We're not really sure what happened, but he was found at the end of a series of custom bumps he built. The doctors say there are too many tickles that his tummy could handle. But Councilman Riley named a park near the original bump in his honor.
Ed Park will serve as a testament to civic engagement. I know that's what I'll think of every time I look at Ed's statue in the park.
If you'd like to honor my husband, then vote for Councilman Brad Riley.
Careful, I'm ticklish there.